I feel like the author was like sitting there thinking and was like, how can I make this as messy as possible? Chapter 1 had me in a chokehold. A novel for a lifetime. Hi y'all, welcome back to my video. Today I'm going to be going over my book haul. Hopefully next video I won't be filming here, but we'll just have to take it one day at a time. So we'll see. I am so excited to show you guys what I got. Some of you guys might have already seen on the thumbnail, but there's a little bit extra. A few more add-ons that I purchased while I was out and about at Blush Bookstore in Dallas, Texas. So let's get into it. The first book is going to be 5 Broken Blades. Now, before I get into the summary, look at that. The back is normal. Okay, and then I love this. Okay, so let's get into the summary. It's the season for treason. I feel like that is so Halloween-esque, like it has me looking forward to October. The king of Yusan must die. The 5 most dangerous liars in the land have been mysteriously summoned to work together for a single objective: to kill the God King. He has it coming. Under his merciless immortal hand, the nobles flourish, while the poor and the innocent are imprisoned, ruined, or sold. And now, each of the 5 blades will come for him. Each has tasted bitterness, from the hired hitman seeking atonement, a lovely assassin who seeks freedom, or even the prince banished for his cruel crimes. None can resist the sweet, icy lure of vengeance. They can agree on murder, they can agree on treachery, but for these 5 killers, each versed in deception, lies, and betrayal, it's not enough to forge an alliance. To survive, they'll have to find a way to trust each other, but only one can take the crown. Let the best liar win. It sounds really good. I feel like this writing is more straightforward than books like When the Moon Hatched, at least so far. I'm only 18 pages in, but I feel like right away when reading When the Moon Hatched, you're like, let me pull out the glossary. Whereas this is just like smoother, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm only, as I said, 18 pages in, but I'm so excited so far. Okay. Next up, this book is written by the same author who wrote Trial of the Sun Queen, I believe it's called, which I read last year and I enjoyed it. The books feel like episodes, very quick, very fast-paced. It's going to be just a regular romance, not safe for work. And a lot about this drew me towards it, but I will say sometimes when I'm in stores and I'm not feeling sure enough about buying a book, I will read the first chapter or the first few pages if there's time, and this was one that I was enjoying in terms of the reading. It can always go downhill, but hopefully it doesn't. So we have It's the Season for Treason, and then we have The Company Newsletter is About to Get Spicy. These taglines go crazy. Let's get back to why the company newsletter is about to get spicy. So our main character, the engineer, once dreamed of being the first woman of color to smash the glass ceiling at WMC Purcell. But after years of dealing with white male privilege and blatant nepotism, she watches her hard-earned promotion go to her nemesis, Rafe, the boss's son. Teetering on the edge of burnout, Triss is stunned when she's picked to attend WMC's corporate leadership retreat in Hawaii. It's a chance to revive her stalled career and compete for a coveted spot in an executive training program, plus 3 weeks in paradise. Okay, anyways. The only downside? Rafe is her co-attendee. Triss plans to avoid Rafe entirely, but when she arrives, a booking error has them stuck sharing the honeymoon suite. Sure, it's not all torture. Rafe is a smoldering 10. Okay, fine, an 11. But after years of competition, they can barely stand being in the same time zone. As they vie against each other during aptitude tests and team-building exercises, Tris begins to realize Rafe might not be the villain after all. With her dreams at stake, can she learn to trust a man who might have been standing in her corner all along? I feel like I just read the whole book off of the summary. Aw, she's an ex-engineer, so like she's writing this like it's her own little perspective. She knew within a few years that engineering was never the right choice for her, and it's like a love letter to her past self, I guess. It's cute. Okay, the next book, I've been hearing so much about it, and I realized that because I was hearing so much about it, I didn't even read the summary when I was at the store. I just saw it, and I was like, yeah, that's mint. I need that. And I don't know if that was a bad idea. Hopefully I don't regret it. Hopefully I eat it up the way everybody else is. But it's gonna be The Conditions of Will. And look at this. I never see anybody show the back of the book. Look at how cool that is. Like the little, I swear everybody had this tattoo like 2013. Maybe even before that, I don't know. I love that it has like a little artsy vibe. And I'm sure if you guys are aware of this book, you know that it's also written by the author who wrote Magnolia Parks, which I've yet to read. I heard though that I could read it in any order. Like I could just read this and then I could just hop into the Magnolia Parks series, which I plan on doing. It's just that I believe this is a standalone, so it seemed a little bit more accessible at the moment. Let's get into the summary. Should I be nervous? Okay. Oh wow. The first quote kind of stressed me out. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna read the first quote and then I'll go into the summary because there's like a little one on top. I can't remember the last time I couldn't get a handle on myself and my emotions, but the lid is slipping. Something about the slipping lid feels like it's Sam Penny's fault, like he broke the seal and he's slowly opening me up. Okay. London-based Georgia Carter, professional lie detector and body language savant, has long been estranged from her infuriating, closed-minded, wealthy South Carolina family. A bit of a mouthful. After falling out years ago, the chasm runs deep between the black sheep, Georgia and her gay alcoholic brother, and their parents and elder siblings. But when their father dies suddenly, Georgia returns to the States for the funeral, where she comes face to face with Sam Penny, her brother's AA sponsor. Amid the tensions, drama, and revelations of the family reunion, Georgia and Sam are instantly drawn to each other. However, Georgia's brother also harbors feelings for Sam, and the last thing Georgia wants to do is hurt the only family she's ever really had. When their father's will reveals a surprising bequest to a mysterious stranger, Georgia's ability to read people becomes crucial in unraveling her father's hidden past. The delicate balance within their family teeters, and secrets both old and new threaten to push them beyond their breaking point. There are only so many cracks a damaged family can take before it shatters. I feel like the author was like sitting there thinking and was like, how can I make this as messy as possible? And then this was born. That's what it's giving. Like instead of just having a regular romance, they were like, let me make the romance between obviously the main characters, but wait, there's more. She's a baby, guys, okay? She was like, let me also make the romance between, you know, my main character's closest friend, family, and love, you know? You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. Moving on, because my heart feels stressed from that already. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to read that, but I hope it's quick so I can just get through it. Yes. She's so warm. Okay, this next book I have also been hearing a lot about. Let me try to stop hunching. It's so bad. I've been trying to fix my hunch. Cause when I'm like working at my desk, I go like this. And like, I don't know if you could tell, but my neck is like, you know, it's not good and it hurts. Okay, but I'm trying to like avoid the sunlight. Bleh, bleh, bleh. This is Direbound, and I've been hearing so much about this, and I did actually read the summary while I was in the store. I didn't you know, mess up like I did with the Conditions of Will. I actually read the summary of the book, and it sounded like something I would like, so let's see if you would like it too. This one has a crazy tagline. Okay, are you ready? Only the worthy survive. She'll risk everything to be one of them. How does that make you feel? Because me, personally, I feel stressed. Okay. So, when our main character's sister is kidnapped by the enemy, she decides to enlist in the army. Desperate to get across the border to save her sister from the immortal foes. Immortal foes. Emphasis on the immortal, okay? But she doesn't realize there are bonding trials this year, meaning all soldiers are forced to risk their lives to connect with a dire wolf. And Marin, that's her name I believe, I don't know if I'm saying it right, is thrown into a deadly competition. Now she'll have to survive the next 4 months of training at the castle if she wants a chance at finding her sister. But she's bound to a feral direwolf who refuses to communicate. Communication is key. The other trainees would love to spill her common blood, and her gorgeous instructor, Stark Therian, sounds like a powerful name, is as malicious as the wolves himself. Everyone is out to get her. Everyone but the dangerously handsome crown prince, Killian Valteri. Hopefully I said that right as well. But if she loses her heart to him, she may also lose her life. And the castle is hiding dark secrets. See, like, I feel like with this summary, in comparison to Not Safe for Work, like this gave me a whole beginning, middle, end, and then extra details, but this is giving me just like main points to focus on. This is a good summary. This book is kind of got some weight to it. Look at that. That's beautiful. I love that. I'm gonna be reading it. I'm gonna be living my best life. Yeah, it looks pretty immaculate. Moving on. This one, okay, I swear to God, I just got a bunch of books that I've been hearing a lot about, and this one I think I'm almost like 80% sure I'll enjoy because I loved the other books that she wrote, One Dark Window. And now I'm sure you know it's gonna be The Night and the Moth. One thing to be said so far, the only thing that I'm not really liking, I wish for the cover that they cut it off right there. Like, look at how sick that looks, and then you're like, doesn't matter. Let me show you what it looks like without the dust jacket on. Okay, look at that. Sick. It's kind of giving to me Crimson Moth, but I think it's just because it's like a moth, you know. Look at that. I like that a lot. The color scheme is gorgeous. Okay, let's get into this. So, our main character has spent 9 years dreaming of having no dreams at all. Like the other foundling girls who traded a decade of service for a home in the great cathedral, our main character is a diviner. In her dreams, she receives visions from 6 unearthly figures known as the Omens. From them, she can predict terrible things before they occur. And lords and common folk alike travel across the stone-watered kingdom's windswept moors and their mountains to learn their futures by her dreams. Just as she and her sister, diviners, near the end of their service, a mysterious knight arrives at the cathedral. The knight clearly has no respect for Sable's visions. But when she and her fellow diviners begin to vanish one by one, she has no choice but to seek his help in finding them. For the world outside the cathedral's cloister is wrought with peril. Only the gods have the answer she is seeking, and as much as she'd rather avoid Roderick's dark eyes and sharp tongue, only a heretic can defeat a god. The more I was reading, the more I was literally getting drawn in, and I know this is literally a moot point, but that font, gorgeous. Anyways, we're almost done, I promise, I swear. Okay, so I actually got this as a gift a little bit ago, but I'm gonna include it in the book haul because I got them around the same time, and it's a gift. Okay, and it's The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea. She feels so light compared to the other books I've been reading. Hauling compared to the other books that I hauled. Well, that's cute. Don't chase fate, let fate chase you. So, don't chase fate, let fate chase you. Deadly storms have ravaged Nina's homeland for generations. Her people believe the sea god, once their protector, now curses them. Each year, a beautiful maiden is sacrificed to the sea in hopes of appeasing him. It's always a beautiful maiden, always being sacrificed to some crazy dude. Many believe that Shen, the most beautiful girl in the village, and the beloved of Nina's older brother, may be the one to finally end the suffering. But on the night that she's meant to be sacrificed, her brother follows her out to the sea, knowing that to interfere is a death sentence. To save her brother, Mina throws herself into the water and her brother's beloved's steed. Swept away into the spirit realm, Mina seeks out the sea god, only to find him caught in an enchanted sleep. With the help of a mysterious young man and a motley crew of demons and spirits, Mina sets out to wake the sea god and bring an end to the killer storms once and for all. But a human cannot live long in the land of the spirits, and there are those who would do anything to keep the sea god from waking. Okay, I have a confession to make. I actually had not read the full summary of this book. I have no idea why. I don't know why I thought I would like it. I don't know where I got this information from, where I found the book, but I am intrigued. You feel me? Look at the cover. It's gorgeous. I think I have the book right over there. I think the person who did the art for the God and the Gumio did the art for this too, but I could be so wrong, and I'm sorry if I am, but I think that's the case. I think I read that somewhere. Vaguely recalls something that may or may not be true. I need to just keep my mouth shut. But look at how gorgeous that is. Look at that. I love like the small details because they make such a difference, and you know, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna be interacting with it in the story, and the small things like this just go such a long way. Last and certainly not least, if you made it this far, congrats. I applaud you. This has been a lot, but it's gonna be the Nightingale. Ooh, ignore the mess. I don't know how this happened. I had to travel with it from Colorado to Texas, and I did not buy this. I know this 10th anniversary edition is expensive, literally a whopping like $35, but I didn't buy it. I got it as a gift. I don't know if that makes it better, but for my pockets it does. Let me show you with it off. It's literally the same thing but with blue and gold. So that is she. This is the swans, and then open. Really cute. I actually love that part. Reminds me of a book I read when I was younger that I absolutely fell in love with, and the back is the same thing. I actually already started this book. Chapter 1 had me in a chokehold. I don't know why I didn't keep reading it. I think I don't know. I think it's just I know that I will be so thoroughly consumed by this book. I wanted to have the proper amount of time to give it my full attention, and this weekend I've been so busy, I knew it wasn't going to be the case. So I'm gonna wait until I can, give it my all, and I think it'll be this weekend that's coming up. Fingers crossed. Where, if you're on the fence about getting this, maybe go onto Kindle Unlimited if you have it, and, download the preview of the book, or, look up a preview for it online and just read the first chapter. And if you're sold like me, get it. Buy it immediately, because it is so good. And actually, while we're on the topic of said book, let me tell you what it's about. To be honest, this had me wanting to read almost all of the rest of her books. On top of that, the summary sold me. The Nightingale tells the stories of 2 sisters separated by years and experience, by ideals, passion, and circumstance, each embarking on her own dangerous path towards survival, love, and freedom in German-occupied, war-torn France. A heartbreakingly beautiful novel that celebrates the resilience of the human spirit and the durability of women. It is a novel for everyone, a novel for a lifetime. I read that and I was I just had to take a second, because it reads as powerful. It'll hit you where it matters, and it'll leave, as it says, a lasting impact. But that's it. thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you so feel the urge to do so, and have a lovely evening, weekend, or day. Bye.